Friday we recognize and honor all the brave men and women who have unselfishly put their own lives on hold to ensure that our nation's freedoms, our values, and our way of life would never falter. We have nothing greater than a volunteer who is willing to sacrifice all that they have to give. For a while, I had the honor of serving with the greatest fighting force in the world, the United States Marine Corps. I think for me, the most rewarding part about serving with the Marines was learning the importance of service to others, being able to help those who had no ability to help themselves. When you see people who have lost everything and they didn't have a whole lot to begin with, it's a tremendous feeling knowing that perhaps you helped out in just a small way. The funny thing about being a Marine is you never get tired of carrying that pride around. Once a Marine, always a Marine. It's by design. The foundation that the Corps is built upon is never cracked, it's rock solid. It's built with the blocks of fundamental values that are time-proven and honored. Not bad for a bunch of boys who got together 241 years ago in a bar in Philadelphia and decided to save the world. By definition, you're not a vet until you separate from service. I became a vet in 1991. Without a whole lot of thought, I went home. I put my uniforms in the closet, put my boots out in the garage, boxed up some memories, and I threw them in the attic, and I adjusted back to civilian life. Today, 22 is the average of someone standing in uniform today. Sadly, it's also the number of veterans that will take their own lives. I don't have an answer. Perhaps we just need a greater awareness for these young heroes when they come home. I know that one is too many, and I know that 22 is just unacceptable.
I would like to give thanks to all of the men and women who have served in the military over the years. I'm especially proud to be from a family. My husband was in the Marines. My grandparents both served in the Army. My grandmother was a WASP during World War II. And also my dad, who was in the Navy. But I'm proud of everyone who has taken the time to serve our country, to protect the freedoms that we have. And my heart is full and I appreciate everything, and I'd like to wish luck to our students who are choosing that path as well. Happy Veterans Day.
I would like to thank the veterans for putting others first for their country and inspiring me to join the Air Force.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank all the people who serve in the armed forces in every capacity. You're doing a great service to the nation and to the citizens of this country. Thank you again very, very much.
Thank you to all the servicemen and women of our country for all your dedicated service. Thank you to my dad, a former Marine, Semper Fi.
On this Veterans Day, I would like to make a few thank yous, and want to first thank my parents who were veterans from World War II. Both served in the United States Navy. My father-in-law, who was also in the Navy, and he served during the Korean War. And I'd like to thank former students who are today standing along the watchtowers, defending our country from the terror and the dangers that threaten our country constantly. Especially my niece, who today, right now, is on the DMZ in Korea, defending our country. And all the men and women, veterans, peacetime, wartime since 1776, who have defended us and protected our freedoms and liberties. Thank you very much.
Shout out to all the veterans out there. I can't thank you enough for all the sacrifices that you've made for us, and I can't wait to be a part of the world's finest fighting force, the United States Marine Corps.
On this Veterans Day, I'd like to recognize all the Hopatcong High School students who have had the courage and dedication to enlist in any of the armed forces, and say thank you for keeping us safe and allowing us to have our freedoms.
On this Veterans Day, I'm especially thankful for my dad, who served during World War II at the Normandy invasion, and to all the veterans for their service to our country.
I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of the veterans, past, present, and future, for all of your sacrifices to ensure our freedoms and our way of life. I also wanted to send out a thank you to my husband, junior grade Lieutenant Mitch Ellicott of the Naval Reserves.
Whenever I see anyone in uniform, I always do this. I try to look them in the eye, and I hand over my heart and go right because what I want to say to them is thank you from the bottom of my heart. My dad was a veteran of World War II. My husband lost his brother in Vietnam. And my son Richard is a veteran of the Iraq War. And being a family member and realizing what one goes through when a son or a daughter or a brother or a sister or an aunt or an uncle or a very close friend is deployed, I understand the pain that goes along with it, the long nights of waiting and hoping and wondering and dreading. And most of all, I understand the sacrifice that those men and women are giving to all of us when they willingly go in to defend our country. So once again, I want to look all the veterans in the eye, give a shout out to my son Richard, and say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I would like to thank all our servicemen and women for giving their time to guarantee our freedom. I know firsthand the sacrifices that military families make. My son, who's a graduate of Hopakam High School, he's in the National Guard. He has served in Germany, and he spent a year in Iraq.
As a child, I felt the overwhelming sense of pride when I saw someone in uniform. I didn't cry watching Bambi or Old Yeller, but if you played the Marine hymn or the Battle Hymn of the Republic, I swear I got a little bit of dust in my eye. I get all misty-eyed because at the first notes of the music, I instantly reflect on the past and think of the sacrifices made by others for me. Were it not for the veterans, I would not have the life that my family and I enjoy today. I honor our veterans and thank them for making this country what it is today, and thank them because their efforts have benefited every American. I'm proud to be enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, and I promise to uphold the same honor, courage, and commitment those before me held.
Hopakam High School would like to honor all those who served our great country, some sacrificing their lives, some sacrificing their families. Here at Hopakam High School, we want to honor all those staff and families of those students who have served and who will serve this great country by protecting our freedoms that we are blessed with. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dad, for serving in the U.S. Navy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for serving in the Navy.
Thank you.